Remember sitting in class thinking the teacher knew everything? We took notes like gospel, because obviously adults never lie, right? Fast forward to now. And it turns out half of what we learned in school was straight-up fiction. Our childhoods were basically sponsored by misinformation. Today, we're exposing 24 facts your teachers confidently taught you that turned out to be completely wrong. And yeah, some of these will personally attack your memories. Fact number 1. We only use 10% of our brain. That sounds deep and mysterious, right? Except it's completely false. Brain scans show activity across nearly every region, even when you sleep. The 10% myth came from bad science headlines, not neuroscience. If only 10% works all the time, humans will never have brain damage. So no, you're not secretly wasting 90% of your potential. You're just multitasking badly like the rest of us. Fact number 2. Eating ice cream gives you a cold. Every kid has heard this threat. Don't eat that, you'll catch a cold. Here's the reality. Viruses cause colds, not dessert. Cold food might chill your throat for a few minutes, but it can't spawn viruses from vanilla. In fact, some studies show cold milk products can soothe sore throats because they calm inflammation. If ice cream really made people sick, every Dairy Queen employee would be hospitalized by July. So grab the cone. Your immune system isn't that fragile. Fact number 3. Chewing gum in class makes you distracted. Teachers hated it, swearing it killed focus. Ironically, research shows chewing gum can boost concentration and reduce stress, especially during boring lectures. It increases blood flow to the brain and keeps you subtly alert. The real reason it was banned? The floor under the desks. Gum isn't a distraction. It's just a janitor's nightmare. So next time someone says, "Spit that out," you can politely inform them you're stimulating cognitive function. Then probably start walking because next word you hear might be, "Get out of my class." Fact number 4. The tongue has separate taste zones. That rainbow taste map poster? Pure educational fan fiction. Every region of your tongue can detect all 5 basic tastes. The map came from a misread German study in 1901, but publishers loved the colors, so it stuck. It's like labeling your face, left eye equals sadness, right eye equals joy. Taste is a team sport. Your tongue doesn't do assigned seating. Fact number 5. Sugar makes kids hyper. It feels true. Give a child cake, they start vibrating. But double-blind experiments found no behavioral difference between sugar-loaded and sugar-free groups. What changes is the setting. Birthdays, excitement, loud music. The energy isn't from glucose. It's from pure chaos. So, parents, you're safe to blame the clown, not the candy. Fact number 6. Listening to music while studying distracts you. Depends on the playlist. Lyrics compete with language centers in your brain, but instrumentals or ambient beats can actually help focus. They mask background noise and create rhythm for memory. If Mozart helps you crush calculus, play on. If you're headbanging to death metal while reading Shakespeare, yeah, that's multitasking suicide. Please don't do that. Fact number 7. Edison invented the light bulb alone. Thomas Edison didn't conjure light from darkness in one stroke. Dozens of inventors had working bulbs before him. His breakthrough was refining the filament and building the power grid around it. He was part scientist, part CEO. So he didn't invent light, he just monetized it brilliantly. Fact number 8. Einstein failed math in school. The truth is the opposite. By 15, he'd mastered calculus, and teachers admitted he was ahead of the curriculum. The rumor started from a mistranslation where "not yet graded" became failed. He struggled in French, not formulas. So the next time someone says, "Even Einstein failed," feel free to grade that comment an F. Fact number 9. Chameleons change color to camouflage. They can blend in, sure, but that's not the main reason. Color change helps regulate body temperature and send social signals. Dominance, fear, flirting. It's less stealth mode and more mood ring with attitude. So when a chameleon turns bright red, it's not hiding. It's yelling at you to get out. Fact number 10. Bats are blind. They actually see quite well, thank you. Echolocation is their night vision system, not a backup for blindness. If anything, bats have dual-mode vision, sound plus sight. So the saying "blind as a bat" is about as accurate as quiet as a toddler. Fact number 11. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. Lightning loves repeat business. The Empire State Building gets hit roughly 100 times a year. Electricity just follows the easiest path to ground. If it worked once, it'll work again. Kind of like your favorite bad decision. You are not immune to lightning. You are immune to fact check. Fact number 12. Bulls hate the color red. They're colorblind to red and green. It's the fluttering motion of the cape that fires them up. Matadors could wave a turquoise beach towel and get the same result. So the only one obsessed with color here is the audience. Fact number 13. Goldfish have a 3-second memory.
Do you remember what animal has the shortest memory?
A goldfish.
Goldfish can remember faces, feeding times, even specific cues for months. Scientists train them to press levers for food. Your fish might not know quantum physics, but it definitely knows you. So if you forget to feed it again, trust me, it remembers. Fact number 14. Shaving makes hair grow back thicker. Cut hair looks thicker because of its blunt edge, not because it's growing differently. The follicle beneath the skin doesn't change. It's an optical illusion with bad PR. Your razor isn't turning you into a werewolf. It's just geometry. Trust me, I'm sure about this fact because all my uncles are bald. Fact number 15. Seasons are caused by Earth's distance from the sun. Spoiler alert, that's a massive solar fib. Earth's orbit is actually almost circular. The distance barely changes enough to matter. The real culprit? It's all about the planet's sassy 23.5 tilt. When your hemisphere decides to lean toward that giant solar spotlight, boom, summer. When you crank that leaning away, you get the "I need a blanket" weather of winter. So, next time someone blaming their breakup on Mercury being in retrograde, tell them to blame geometry, not geography. Fact 16. Humans have only 5 senses. Forget everything you learned in grade school about the 5 senses. That's just the classic starter pack. Science actually counts at least 9 senses, and maybe over 20, including your internal radar for balance, pain, temperature, hunger, and even your internal clock for the sense of time. Aristotle gave us the basics, but evolution has clearly added the DLC. You aren't just seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching. You are a walking, talking sensor array. So when someone argues humans only have 5 senses, reply with the pun, "That's nonsense." Fact number 17. You must wait 30 minutes after eating to swim. A parental myth born from poolside peacekeeping. There's no evidence that digestion steals enough blood from your limbs to cause drowning. At worst, you'll feel sluggish. At best, you'll float better. The real danger? Crumbs in the deep end. Fact number 18. Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. That pop is just gas bubbles collapsing in your joints, not bones grinding. Doctors have compared habitual crackers and non-crackers. No difference in arthritis rates. So the sound might annoy everyone in the room, but your fingers are fine. Fact number 19. You lose most body heat through your head. Forget the old wives' tale that you lose most of your body heat through your head. That claim came from a bizarre old army study where soldiers were bundled up in winter gear but left their heads completely bare. Of course, the heat escaped upward. It was the only exit available. In any normal situation with exposed skin, heat escapes evenly across your entire body surface. So yes, wear a hat if you want to keep your ears warm. But remember, if you leave your legs exposed, they will lose just as much heat as your noggin. Fact number 20. Hair and nails keep growing after death. I'm sure most of us had a chuckle after growing up heard this fact. After death, growth stops. As the skin dries and shrinks, existing hair and nails appear longer. It's a dehydration illusion that horror movies love exploiting. Creepy visual, though, but wrong biology. Fact number 21. Reading in dim light ruins your eyesight. It can strain your eyes and cause headaches, but the effect is temporary. Your vision returns to normal once you rest. So you can read by lamp, candle, or phone flashlight. Just maybe blink once in a while. But if you're up all night and reading someone else's journal under the blanket, that's on you, bro. Fact number 22. Eating carrots dramatically improves vision. Carrots have vitamin A, which keeps eyes healthy, but they won't give you night vision goggles. The myth began in World War II propaganda, claiming British pilots saw in the dark thanks to carrots. It was actually to hide their new radar technology. Carrots. 10% vision boost, 100% marketing genius. Fact number 23. Napoleon was extremely short. Everyone knows Napoleon was a tiny, angry, short king. Napoleon was 5 feet 7 inches, completely average for French men in the 1800s. So, where did this lie come from? British propaganda. England was at war with France, and British cartoonists drew Napoleon as a tiny tyrant to mock him. It worked so well that 200 years later we still believe it. His nickname, Le Petit Corporal, meant little as in young or endearing, not short. His bodyguards were deliberately tall, making him look smaller in paintings. Napoleon was average height. The only thing short about him? How long it took for propaganda to become fact. Fact number 24. Mount Everest is not the tallest mountain on Earth. Above sea level, sure, Everest wins the gold medal for bragging rights and overpriced selfie permits. But if you want to talk actual, honest-to-goodness base to summit height, Everest is just a very high hill with a fantastic marketing department. The real heavyweight champ is actually Mauna Kea in Hawaii. Most of that giant is chilling underwater, giving Everest the low-altitude sneak peek. So, while Everest is winning the highest point for a dramatic Instagram story competition, Mauna Kea is the true titan. Everest has the views. Mauna Kea has the volume. Don't let mountain PR fool you. And that's your crash course in educational betrayal. From classroom posters to playground rumors, we've been repeating bad facts for generations. The real takeaway? Don't feel embarrassed, feel empowered. Because every time you unlearn a myth, your brain gets a software update. Now share this with the smartest person you know and watch them say, "Wait, seriously?" Subscribe for more fun WTF myths.